class, by now you've completed modules 4, 5, and 6, the brain and the nervous system. The information contained in these modules is pretty factual, pretty self-explanatory, so I do not have many take-home points from these modules. There are some things that I do want to highlight, however. The first one is a focus on how technology has really enhanced our ability to study the brain. So for instance, before, way back prior to computers and technology, if we wanted to learn about brain specialization, we would look at deficiency in functioning while a person was alive. And then when they passed, when they died, conduct an autopsy and compare their brain to one from a person who we knew their functioning was normal. In actuality, that's how both Wernicke's area and Broca's area were discovered through this technique. Now, of course, through computer imaging, we can look at functioning while a person is alive. We can look at not only areas that are damaged and how that affects functioning, but also areas that may take up functioning, may take responsibility for given functions in the brain. Okay? So the advancement of computer technology has greatly enhanced our ability to study the brain and specialization. And so that's one point. As far as another point that I want to make sure that you walk away with is that when you look at the brain and the information in these modules, there's a great degree of focus on specialization in the brain. And what I want to emphasize here is that when you talk about actual daily functioning of people, simplistic behaviors even are a function of the interaction of many different parts of the brain. And so while we focus on this specialization, the idea that this part does a certain function, this other part does something else, really keep in mind that our actions are an interplay of these areas. The final takeaway point is related to point 2, is that again with the focus in specialization or on specialization, you may lose sight of the fact that a large area, large portions of the cerebral cortex are actually association areas. So those are learning areas. Those are where, or those places are where our memories are stored. Okay? So again, that focus and zooming in just on specialization is a little bit inaccurate when we're thinking about the brain. Okay? So short and sweet this time. I will, of course, have another take-home point video for our next grouping of modules.